from the ego. We believe we are the power. We are the ones that can do this moment, that can achieve anything. This is the feeling of separation. I am in charge. I am the power. But the true joy is the recognition. Not the belief, but the recognition. That she does everything. She is the joy. She is the consciousness. She is the blessings that awaken you to truth. We want to realize the one, she who is all and everything. And to do that, we must surrender ego. We must surrender every aspect of ego. We must surrender that we think we know it. We must surrender that we think we can do it. We must surrender that we are it. So that this I can be humbled into nothing, so that there is only one, the absence of self. There is only delight, only happiness, only love. And it's a story that gods became egotistical, and because they became egotistical, they lost their joy. And self-importance and egotism, their perception of her closed. And they believed they were the power. And the Divine Mother, the one supreme joy, appeared on the hill near them. There was the God of fire, the God of wind, and the God of the senses, God of the mind. And they saw this peculiar woman sitting there. And they said, "Who is that?" There's something about her. So Agni, the god of fire, came to approach her. And she asked him, "Who are you?" And he said, "I am the god of fire." I could burn a forest to ashes. I can heat, keep people warm. I can light their way at night. So she points to a blade of grass and says, burn this blade of grass. And with all his might, he tries to burn the blade of grass. Nothing happens. He goes back to his buddies, perplexed. God of Wind says, I'll go. I'll figure out who she is. He approaches her and she asks, who are you? And he says, I am the God of Wind. I keep people cool. The seeds of plants and trees I carry long distance to be planted elsewhere. And I can destroy whole villages, whole towns with my might. She points to the blade of grass and says, blow. And with all his might, he tries to blow the blade of grass. And it's an impossibility. The blade of grass does not bend even a little. And he goes back perplexed. Indra, the god of the senses, approaches the Divine Mother. She says, who are you? But he can't even see her because the five senses, the mind, cannot perceive her. So he goes back perplexed. I couldn't even see her. She approaches them, says, you all have become egotistical and have forgotten me. Therefore you are suffering. Your self-importance, your egotism. Has closed your perception. You have forgotten. You have the power of fire because of me. You have the power of the wind because of me. You have the power of the senses because of me. And then they were humbled. And their perception opened to her. Their perception opened to the one supreme joy. Who is the doer of everything. All our spiritual practice is to whittle down the ego. To surrender mind, to surrender thoughts, surrender ego, and to direct our attention to the One. Whether that's feeling the grace in this music, feeling the bliss, the Shakti that is her, or it is recognizing the consciousness who is a witness to all, yet transcendent of all. Or is it devotional to direct our attention to her through a puja, through mantra, through chanting? These two things, the breaking down of this I, the surrender of this I, and the recognition of the One. You try and realize her, you try and realize her, and you fail. And you surrender in that failure. You are humbled in that failure. Your sense of self falls away, and there is only her. There is only the supreme goodness, the supreme joy, the supreme love. So if you got something good out of this video, please feel free to comment or share. May you be blessed in the one supreme joy, in the one supreme love, who is the truth of all and everything. Much, much, much love to you. Much love.